Blessed rising, beautiful rising. Welcome to our Black August meditation. I am glad to be here with you. Welcome, relax yourself, arrive into our virtual studio with ease, clearing out the energy. I hope you had a beautiful night, restful sleep. If not, I'm trusting that throughout our process, you will begin to recognize how important it is for you to care for yourself, how revolutionary it is for you to care for yourself and to optimize your comrade, as our sister Leonie told us yesterday, that she refers to her body. So ultimately, this is about Tehuti Ma'at, the revolutionary ideology, methodology, and strategy that recognizes that the revolution begins in you. So, our Black August meditation series is really about commemorating Black August, which is an annual observance and reflection about liberation, essentially. We're honoring the legacy and the lineage of the Black liberation movement and particularly our political prisoners. So that's one of the things that I'll begin to bring into our sessions also, in honor and acknowledgement of our political prisoners. Today, I want to begin with just a moment of silence and stillness and contemplation. I think that that is a great place for us to just begin by centering ourselves in why we're here. You know, what I just said. So I invite you to close your eyes if you can and just come into the body, come into yourself without any judgment, without any direction, just being. Sometimes we need to just be reminded that being is enough, right? This is what we're here for, is to be. And of course, we want to be our best. And sometimes we can judge ourselves really harshly or really just let ourselves go. There's a full spectrum. So wherever you are, just trust that your life is holding you and that you're experiencing what you need to experience in order for you to grow, right? On this beautiful soul journey. So just take notice of where you are in this moment. We're not getting into meditation mode. We're just coming into stillness, coming into presence, connecting with why we're here, right? If you're here on this stream, it's because we are intentionally gathering in honor of the warrior spirits, in honor of those who are actually behind bars because of the sacrifices that they've made for us. And you're also here because the ancestors made a strong call for me to show up here and to make this commitment every day as a reminder for us to value the freedom that we do have and for us to honor the sacrifices that were made for us to be here in this moment, in this way, particularly as people of African ancestry and everything that we have moved through as a people, being present with that. So just give yourself a moment. We're going to give ourselves a few minutes to just gather ourselves and why we're here. And if you feel any discomfort in the stillness, just breathing into it at your own pace, in your own way, trusting yourself, trusting your breath to guide you. One of the important things when it comes to meditation is trust and observance, right? Black August is really a time for reflection. So meditation is a great place to be. Begin training your body, your mind, and your spirit in that integrated state, right? In this holistic experience that we're having, it's all one. And sometimes we can be very fragmented and we can be pulled in many different directions, spaces. We have so many different roles, or we're on social media, we're on the internet, and all the ways that that can fragment our consciousness. So, meditation is really an opportunity to integrate and to pull in all aspects of your being. So, upon that reflection, today we're going to continue to work with our root energy center, or our root arit. Arit is the Meruneter, the Kemetic, in the Kemetic language. The Meruneter arit is chakra, or aritu is chakras, plural. So in Meruneter, you add the U for plural. So we have many aritu. There are 7 main aritu that I've directed people who are interested in learning more about this to go to the playlist on our channel for sexual alchemy. And we go into the body and the energy centers, and you can learn a little bit more there. And the arit that we're working with today is the root. It is really where our survival, primal, grounded, human seat is. And it's literally where, we seat, our sit bone, right? But all of the organs and the systems and the bones and the muscles and tissues that are in that region govern this particular energy. And we're going to continue to work with the tone that tunes our root, which is going to be a guide for us for as much as the vibration can transmit through the screen. But before we start today, we're going to bring in the 42 declarations of Ma'at again. So I invite you, remember, as we get into the meditation, everything is by invitation. You have full autonomy and sovereignty in your body. That is one of the main things that I'm working through and that I'm guiding you through. Because so many of us have a lot of other energy in our body that we need to release, and that energy is actually attached to us through our vulnerabilities. So the more that we deepen our connection with ourselves and the more courage we have to face ourselves with love and grace, we can make space for our own light, our own solar power, our soul to emanate and be present throughout our body, and to remove and release and take possession of itself, right? So again, everything is by invitation throughout the entire process. What you see on your screen are the 42 declarations of Ma'at. As I said, there's so many different interpretations. I'm using the interpretation that was given to me by my spiritual father, now ancestor, Baba Heru. And we are going to honor that in the Shrine of Ptah, which has been my initiation into Kemetic science in this life. So these 42 principles, as I said, is something that our ancestors said every day. And we have a practice in Tehuti Ma'at to revolve existing ideas, to continue our African legacy, which is inherently revolutionary, as Baba John Hendrik Clark would say. We are radical people. We are constantly revolutionary. To be the first in anything, and then to be the first of everything, is inherently revolutionary. You have to create the thing. So that creative essence, that creative spirit, that soul that we all acknowledge that is so powerful and potent and palpable in our blackness, right? In our kun, right? That's the essence, or in the ancient vibration, the kun, which I also want to express because Baba Hiru would always say, you can't say black without lack. And it is an English word. However, the essence of what we're talking about, the blackness, is kun, right? The kun that is of the chemistry, the kun that is in alchemy. So that is the pure carbon compound, right? The building block of life, the building blocks of life, right? The 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons that make up carbon. And that being said, I'm going to go ahead and express to you that as I read the declaration, sometimes I feel like, we need to affirm, we need to express the affirmative of what we do want. So when I say I will not do wrong, I want to say I will do right. I will not steal. What's the opposite of stealing? I will give. I will not act with violence. I will act with love. I will not kill. I will bring forward life. I will uplift life. I will proliferate life. I will not be unjust. I will be just, right? I will be in Ma'at. I will be just. I will be righteous. I will not cause pain. I will cause healing. I will bring healing. I will not waste food. I will honor food. I will not lie. I will speak the truth. I will not desecrate holy places. I will honor sacred spaces. I will not speak evil. I will speak truth. I will speak divinity. I will not abuse my sexuality. I will honor my sexuality. I will not cause the shedding of tears. I will cause joy. Sometimes tears are positive. Sometimes I just have tears of joy. I will not be an aggressor. I will not act guilefully. So you get the rhythm of what I'm saying. Like, I like to change them. So maybe that's something that I can bring forward, because we did create this with Tehuti Ma'at. We have a workshop called Elevating Your Affirmations, which is the art of declarations, creating your own declarations. And one of the practices that we did, because part of the magic and the power, the spell work of language and vibration is the awareness of how it engages in the universe. So when we say certain things, even if we're saying we don't want the thing, you're still saying the thing. Energetically speaking, if you're against something, you're also still giving it energy, right? And in some cases, giving it more energy than otherwise. So one of the practices we did in that workshop that is available to people who join Tehuti Ma'at, if you join at the Empire rank, you get access to our archives and all of the educational workshops, and access to any future workshops that we do, including our think tank and other things. So I am saying this because we're going to go ahead and pull the declarations of Ma'at that we reversed in that, in order to train and to show us how we could challenge ourselves to be clear about what we don't want, which is usually how we're oriented, but reverse it into declaring what we do want, right? So we're going to do that with the 42 principles of Ma'at. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that so we can use that version, because if I'm being honest with you, like in my heart and in my spirit, I don't want to affirm these things, even if I'm saying I will not, and it being an inventory. Now, everybody's in a different stage in their process, so if this resonates with you, I think it is still very powerful, but we'll compare it side by side tomorrow. So where were we? I will not act guilefully. I will not lay waste the plowed land. I will not bear false false witness. I will not set my mouth in motion against any person. I will not be wrathful and angry except for a just cause. I will not copulate with a man's wife. I will not copulate with a woman's husband. I will not pollute myself. I will not cause terror. I will not pollute the earth. I will not speak in anger. I will not turn from the words of right and truth. I will not utter curses. I will not initiate a quarrel. I will not be excitable or contentious. I will not prejudge. I will not be an eavesdropper. I will not speak overmuch. I will not commit treason against the ancestors. I will not waste water. I will do no evil. I will not be arrogant. I will not blaspheme until the one most high, Mother, Father of creation. I will not commit fraud. I will not defraud temple offerings. I will not plunder the dead. I will not abuse children. I will not mistreat animals. Okay, so we're going to come into a nice comfortable posture, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're able to cross your legs, if you're sitting up, if you're laying down, even if your body feels like it's best and the best way for you to relax is for you to lay down, you can do that. You can be on your knees, whatever feels comfortable for you. One thing that I do want to demonstrate and I do want you to be aware of is the posture of your spine, your jed. The jed is the backbone of a SAR in Kemetic science. As I said, we'll go deeper into that. If you're familiar with it, the spine is the stabilizing force of our body. It is also how our central nervous system is communicating to the rest of our body. It is such a significant aspect of our body that we tend to be very unconscious of. So, because our posture is really important as we're going to be in the same spot for a while, I want to just demonstrate a little bit here. We have a natural curve in our jed, so you just want to make sure that you're honoring that. So I want you to find with your hands where your bone is here, right? Find that jed, and I want you to actually feel through it. So take your hands and actually place them here. And I want you to feel we have 33 vertebrae in our jed. I want you to work your way down all the way as you're getting all the way down, right? You're getting to your crack, like feel into the bone. Feel into the bone, feel into it, all right? And naturally flow your way back up and just see and allow your body to not hunch, right? So try to erect it, but naturally, right? So that your bones, your jed is nice and stacked. And I always say, like, imagine like you have a thread that's sitting underneath you, a golden thread that's tied at the very last bone of your jed, of your spine, and it's pulling and lifting you up all the way up your neck, all the way up, pulling you up gently, all the way to the heavens, to Mama Nut. And we're grounding ourselves into Papa Geb, into the earth, into our physical body that is part of this earth. Our meditation today with the root is allowing us to be present and to receive whatever guidance we need around the things in our lives. If you've been moving with us, things may be coming up right now. I'm moving through a lot of grief, a lot of energy that I'm moving out of my root. So just know that that's part of the process. Be present with your process, because the only way to really cultivate courage is to face fear. So we're entering the eclipse space. A lot of subconscious and undercurrents are rising up. So just be present with whatever's coming up for you, not only in the meditation, but see what comes up for you in the meditation as guidance in your life. Okay? So nice and stacked up. Relax your shoulders. Maybe give yourself a few shoulder rolls to the back. And then a few shoulder rolls forward. You can alternate if you need to. Just keep it balanced. If you can go back, bring it forward. Just relaxing. We usually carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. Remember lifting your head tall, but your chin is slightly tucked, and just relaxing. And I want you to come into your breath. We're going to begin to deepen our breath. Wherever you've noticed that your breath has been, we're going to try to just bring it a little deeper into the belly. I'm going to invite you on your exhales to exhale through the mouth to create a clear channel. As the air is coming in through the nostril, it's exiting out of the mouth. It's just clearing the energy out. So bringing the energy in through the nostrils and releasing. Give yourself a nice audible release. Free your breath. Let it out. Whatever sound wants to release. Your next inhale, give yourself a nice deep belly breath, bringing it into the belly. Imagine like you're filling a balloon that's in your belly so that the breath isn't staying up high in the chest. And releasing out. Clearing out any energy that you're carrying that you know is not yours. Clearing out any energy that is yours that's just stagnant and outworn. Clearing out what you no longer need. And inhaling what you want to welcome into the space that you're making. As you inhale, gently spiral that breath. Remember bringing it low into the belly. Filling up. Holding. Trying to maybe even sip in a little bit more. Expand that breath. Hold and trust. Letting that energy circulate through the body. And release. On your inhale, bringing it in, I want you to hold, and this time on the release, we're going to hiss it out with a almost like you have a straw and you're just letting the air out slowly, bringing your consciousness to that release. Until your belly is fully contracted in, like your belly button is going back towards your spine, towards your jed, contracting it in. Taking a nice deep inhale, filling that belly, now expanding it out. Expanding, filling that imaginary balloon up with that energy that you're welcoming into your space, into your body. And release with a hiss, slowly, slowly contracting back, out and releasing. Inhaling, pulling that energy in that you're calling into your body, seeing it in your first eye, bringing your gaze up and out through your first eye, which is in between your brows. Seeing that energy that you're calling in and seeing the energy that you're hissing out slowly. As you bring the energy in and you're envisioning what you're pulling into your space, you're seeing what you need to make space for. So with the slow release of that slow hiss out, you're allowing yourself to be present with what it is that you're releasing and how you're making space in your energy. One more nice deep inhale wherever you are. When you get to the next one, bringing it in, envisioning that energy that you're calling into your body, into your field, allowing it to clear out and to fill your space. And slowly on this final release, just hissing out and seeing with gratitude what has served you, giving thanks for its presence, for its wisdom. And coming back into your regular breath when you're ready. Taking notice to any shifts in your breathing. And just continuing to breathe at your own pace as we just tune to the root. Allow yourself to trust what comes through. Don't attach yourself to anything. Just observe. And keep your gaze out between your brows, envisioning, allowing the mind to relax, right? The prefrontal cortex, where our first eye is concentrating, doesn't have any nerves and allows us to fully allow for the intuitive guidance to come through our vision. Trusting your breath, coming back into your posture, connecting the mind with the body, with the breath, with the spirit. Trusting the body and however the body is guiding you. Listening to what your spirit is communicating to you. However you're positioned or postured, just coming into the body, making sure that you are sitting well or laying well, that you're comfortable. Allow your breath to create the comfort where you need it. Send the breath to wherever you have any discomfort. And prepare yourself to come back in. Coming in, gazing up and out through your first eye, trusting and receiving your inner wisdom through your root. Remembering the breath, allowing the breath to deliver its medicine, bringing in what you need and releasing what you don't. Remembering back to our heart centering meditation, if you were with us, remembering that the blood that's pumping in our hearts is not only bringing the oxygen and the air that we need all over our body, but it's also carrying out what we don't need, the waste, and clearing that out of the body. This is the constant ebb and flow, contraction and expansion. It is the rhythm of revolution. And as we continue to honor Black August in our fight, our certain victory, recognizing the contractions, recognizing the expansions, The contractions can be seen as our struggles, our challenges, the lessons we've had to learn, our sacrifices, our pain. The expansions are our victories. The expansions are our resilience. The expansions are all of the movements that have gotten us here. The civil rights movement, the Black Power movement, every iteration and expression that we've made towards our freedom, our breath, our return to rest, our return to healing. This is our revolution, inside and out. Inside and out. Preparing ourselves to journey back into our psyche. Recognize and remember what is happening inside is happening outside. So take notice of what is happening inside, in the psyche, as we're journeying, so that you can see clearly what you're creating outside. Coming into the breath consciously, into the rhythm through the inhale and the exhale. Whatever we bring in must come out. The fuel, the nourishment, even the pollution that we're bringing in is creating. So our power is within ourselves and the wisdom that our psyche is showing us. How to direct our lives, how to wield the power that we have within to navigate and direct the circumstances that we experience throughout. Centering ourselves in our lives, in our connections, our relationships, our families, and how we're showing up in the day-to-day. with ourselves when we lay to rest. Giving ourselves the courage to hold the truth of where we really are in this moment. That the truth is freeing. Giving yourselves a nice exhale. Nice landing. Allowing yourself to pull your consciousness into your body. Taking your space in your body. Coming in through your crown, through your vision, through your first eye, bringing it into the present moment. Gently allowing yourself to open up again and take in the space around you. Sense the smells. Sense the breeze. Or sense the stillness. Sense the little hairs on your skin. Sense the colors in the space around you. Sense your heartbeat. Sense your feelings. Sense the feelings that are vibrating around you. Giving yourself permission to be with them. We're going to take a moment to sit and feel. Right? As we meditate, we can see it as a very mental experience, and we're bringing in the intuitive and the emotional body, which is what the psyche is interpreting and then creating, recycling, reverberating. So sometimes we really need to just allow ourselves to exhaust our feelings, to really just feel them, so that we can learn and hear the cue from the spirit. The emotions are cues. We don't have to marry them. We don't even have to engage with them in an attached way. But we do need to be present with them in whatever way feels natural for you, right? If it's distant, if it's immersive, whatever feels good for you is what is right for you. But give yourself the space to feel. That is the reminder. And your breath is guiding you to trust that your open heart is the safest posture you can have. And just receiving a little vibrational medicine. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. safe. I am whole. I am free. Sing with me. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. To trust in me. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. To trust in me. One more time, sing with me. If you ain't singing, open the heart, trust your voice, say what you believe. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. Let's do it two more times. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. One more. I am safe. I am whole. I am free. Thanks and praises. Thanks and praises to the divine, the Most High, Mother, Father, Creator, creation, the source of all life that is indwelling within us. Giving thanks to all that is in creation, giving thanks to the great mystery, to all that is still in pure potential, in the beautiful darkness and vastness of the womb. We give thanks for this opportunity that we have to be here. We give thanks for our lives. Thank you for the lives of every single person who is under the sound of my voice. I pray that we hold and cherish the sacredness of our breath, of our life, of our being, of our existence, recognizing that that is enough. Holding the potential, the infinite power of the present. Giving thanks. Giving thanks and praises to all of the divine forces and principles of nature. Ancestors, giving thanks to the ancestors, all those who came before us, whom without we would not be here. Honoring and uplifting the continuity that is within us. The wholeness, the truth, the savory, the unsavory, the dense and the light, the darkness and the light. Giving thanks and gratitude. Thank you for being here. Ashe. Thank you so much for being here for our meditation. I hope that you are starting to feel rooted and present in trust, in releasing, in wherever you are in your process, in expanding and receiving, trusting your life, trusting your process, and remembering that every single part of you is worthy of love, giving yourself that love, exercising that love, allowing yourself to receive that love, to share that love. Ashe. So thank you. I hope that you all are staying hydrated. We're going to be landing. And if you're here with us live, please let me know how you are, how you're doing, how this meditation was for you. Our meditations are all intuitively guided. I'm also pouring into me as I'm pouring into you, which is part of my own medicine for myself, centering myself in service. So please stay hydrated, continue to drink. If you are preparing yourself to slow or fast in any way, please share it with us. We would love to know how we can support you and synchronize with you. And just to give a few updates and some guidance, if you're not familiar fully with what exactly Tehuti Ma'at is, we are a revolutionary instrument that serves as a co-op that builds cooperative institutions in the areas of healing, art, and education. So if you have an organization, or if you have an initiative, or if you're just a leader, or you're someone who's coming in and seeking guidance or cosmic comprehension, there is so much space in our universe for you. And we are awakening and calling in the warriors who are here for this mission, specifically for the resurrection of our people. And the way that we approach it through Tehuti Ma'at is through the most sound, holistic, spiritually rooted way, right? Recognizing that as we observe and we honor and we recognize all the movements that have come before us, the greatest way that we can honor those movements is through the continuity and through building, not through regurgitating and repeating, but through building and standing on the shoulders of the giants that came before us. So, in recognition of them and of that, there's so much to be said about how revolution has revolved, right? Like, where are we now? What are our needs now in this moment? This is a moment when we think of strategy, it's a moment for healing. The 5 forces of Tehuti Ma'at are revolutionary forces. When Baba Heru had challenged me not to use the word revolution, what do I really mean? What do you really mean when you say revolution? And what I really had to get clear on was what is it? What is revolution? And revolution for us is healing, first and foremost, because we have to recognize the continuum that we're in, the experiences that we had, but in our self-determined posture, in our power, we recognize that we have the ability to create healing, to be in the wholeness, to be and exist in that freedom. It is our birthright, and we have the power to do so. So regardless of what these parasites are doing and all the ways that the system is collapsing and decaying, all of it has still been to serve us, to strengthen us, and it gives us purpose. There's no reason for order if there is not chaos, right? To bring order to. So recognizing that in our posture of power, we are self-determining, and we know that we are in a lot of pain, that we have so many ruptures and we have so many things that are up against us. So healing first and foremost. So we show up to the front lines in our lives whole, right? So healing is the first. Liberation is the second force. Healing, liberation, restoration, right? Because we're not trying to sustain this shit. We're trying to restore ourselves. We're trying to restore the planet. And this is a regenerative planet that has the ability and the power to restore ourselves. This is a regenerative body that has the power to heal itself. Healing, liberation, restoration, elevation, and expansion. Okay? And we've been adding unity, strength, courage, prosperity, joy, right? These are the forces that have been present, that are being clarified for us, that we need in terms of guiding our revolution forward, in terms of building on the shoulders of those who came before us. So, as we honor our political prisoners, we send them strength, we send them energy, we send them love in whatever state that they're in, so that they know that the sacrifices that they made were for a reason. Make the most of your life. Make your life revolutionary. Pour your energy into what we need: healing, liberation, restoration, elevation, expansion. What is it that you need? What is in your heart to offer? How can you overflow? If you're not in a space of overflow, you need to be filling in, right? Pouring into yourself. So, thank you for being here and for contributing to Tehuti Ma'at. This is a donation-based offering, so we invite you to make your contribution. You can also contribute by sharing this with someone that you know would benefit from it. Anybody would benefit from this offering, and choosing to be in spirit with themselves, to meditate every rising. We'll be here every rising for the month of August, 7 a.m. Eastern Time to 8 a.m. Eastern Time. So you can share this. The best thing to share is the link to the actual YouTube channel, and make sure when you subscribe that you hit the notification bell, so that when the meditations are scheduled, you get notified, but also the other offerings that we have, you get notified, because we're going to bring Mama Regina in on the 12th of August, which is actually the solar eclipse. I'm going to be offering the Kemetic Astral, the Ka series, which is teaching Kemetic science and going into the art of our spiritual intelligence. And I'm also going to be offering cosmic comprehension with the different cycles that we're in. So we're going to be doing a series on the north and the south node of the moon. I'm going to go into the astronomical understanding, because I'm noticing that a lot of us are connecting with it, but not, or we want to connect with it, but we don't have a full grasp and comprehension. So we're also going to be activating Think. Think is our educational platform. Think is all about actually retrieving the mind and our mental faculty in its full strength, because it's one of the main ways that we're being attacked in the current state of spiritual warfare, in the current state that we're in. There's so much mental assault with a lot of information, and a lot of us do not know how to think, and we also don't know how to comprehend and evaluate data. We need to strengthen our discernment, our filtering, and part of what I'm going to be sharing when it comes to the cosmic understanding is also recognizing what is a holistic African-centered approach to knowledge and processing information and critical thinking. So those are all things that are going to be shared throughout August. So again, like, subscribe, and when you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can get notified. And the updates and things will continue to come through the Rising Meditation. So please come. If you're not able to be here live with us, you can always catch the raw play. And we thank you so much for being here. In the description, you have your options for making your contribution for today's meditation. So please honor it. Every dollar counts. And we invite you to use the Cash App, which is scrolling beneath you, it's $ Tehuti Ma'at World. You can also make a contribution via PayPal, even if you don't have a PayPal account. So if you don't have PayPal or Cash App and you want to use your debit or credit card to make a contribution, please use the link for the PayPal in order to do that. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with us. Remember that what you pour into, you get back. So for all the contributions that come in, we are affirming and declaring that that energy be multiplied for you, that that money be multiplied to you 100-fold, 10,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold. So thank you for pouring in and trusting this space and trusting me to guide you today. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Power